So Matt Jones is a guy from Kentucky who had a show. He kind of wanted to run for Congress at one point too, but he had a show called Hey Kentucky. And this guy was recently fired from Hey Kentucky because he said he was going to... Now, mind you, the Hey Kentucky people said that they are non-biased. They are right down the middle, very neutral. But he is a progressive, or progressive leaning. So he said he was going to write a book called Mitch, Please. Kind of like Bitch, Please. So he was going to write Mitch, Please. And as a result of him saying he was going to write that book, they fired him. Because they said they stand behind that we are neutral, we are not trying to pick sides, and he's obviously going to pick a side if he's going to write this book. So, I don't want to look at Hey Kentucky. I want to look at him. Is he going to be all right? He said he stands behind his convictions, his choices, no matter the consequence. So, let's see. Communication is your first card. Matt Jones and Two of Cups is in your outcome. So we look like we are meeting people. I said we like we're together. We are meeting people, Matt Jones. So I think you'll be fine. So far, so good. Anyway, communication, getting the message out. I think this is the perfect time for you to get a more national platform. And not just because you have a message to tell with the Mitch McConnell, because the Mitch Please book, I believe, is supposed to sort of go into some of the disastrous things that Mitch McConnell has done for in and with the state of Kentucky. But like I said, Mitch McConnell is a national figure as the head of the Senate. Or the Senate Majority Leader, I should say. Now is the time to really push this message of yours. Now is the time to really get this book out there. Or at the very least, the idea that it's coming. While the, strike while the iron's hot, they say. Nine of Swords. So there is a bit of trepidation, some anxiety around communications. And mind you, you are a communicating person as a person in TV and radio, so this makes sense that because of the recent firing, there is a bit of trepidation. There is a bit of loss there, or a feeling of loss, because you've been there for, X amount of months or years, and you had a routine going, and then all of a sudden it abruptly comes to an end because of something you say. So, Princess of Cups. But there's a surprise, which is what this would be. Like, just wake up one day and, we're letting you go because we're trying to be neutral. So it was a surprise. Four of Pentacles. So there is a clinging to something. Knight of Pentacles. Well, clinging to your ideals, clinging to your... Because the Knight of Pentacles is about a deliverance of money usually, but it's also the reliability of one's actions. It's also the reliability of one's own determination. So you depend on yourself being a person who can push forward. So you do cling to your way of, or your personality, or your go-get-it mentality. So that's a good thing. This goes unchanging is basically what clinging, as I'm saying, is what clinging means. It goes unchanging. Like, I can't let it go, and I'm not letting anything else in. Knight of Swords. So there's the chivalry, and then the Ten of Cups. So here is the family. This is seen, especially for people around you, as a good thing. You stood up for yourself. Losing this job is not the end of the world. You're a bright person, so you'll be fine. The fear is the fool. So did I do the wrong thing? Did I make the wrong decision? Am I going to be able to start over or start again? And so forth and so forth. That's just a fear that's not predictive or anything that's happening. It's just a little small fear. You hope for the Hierophant. So this is the tradition. This is the company. This is the structure. This is maybe another company. But that's just your hopes, not predictive. The High Priestess is in your environment. Behind her is the Three of Swords. So in your environment, there may be something else going on around the separation. It might not simply be we are neutral and we're going to remain neutral, therefore you have to go. I don't think it's just that. I don't know what else it would be because it doesn't say, but for instance, the High Priestess is a secret card, and the Three of Swords is a card of betrayal. So maybe this just was, like we get here, a surprise. Just one of those out of the blue. Here's what's happening. Your warning, Princess of Pentacles, so beware of money for right now. But your solace is the Ten of Pentacles. Your book will do very well because you have the Star, which is hope, healing, and you have Two of Cups, which is unions and cooperation. So you'll be fine. Release Mitch, please. The world needs to hear that. Cling to your reliability. Don't worry about the secrets and the betrayal. It happens to everybody. This is not really important. What's more important is watching the money right now and aiming for the future, because it will be fine. So, chin up.